So now we're going to be getting into healthy eating made convenience with technology. So right now, we all know that, we may have good intentions when it comes to keeping tabs on what we eat, how we eat, and, just being cautious about also what goes into our bodies. Mara, life is life. There's so many demands that each one of us are facing, work, the personal, and just things to just pop up. So there's a lot going on. And eating has just gotten a lot easier thanks to Nestle South Africa. The new digital platform GoodNes, it is designed to be a practical kitchen companion. GoodNes brings together recipes, meal planning tools, nutrition advice, and more, all in one smart, user-friendly platform. And at the heart of it is the mission to make mealtime more nutritious, stress-free, and joyful for South African families. I'm going to be talking now to the GoodNes spokesperson, and Marie De Beer, who is a nutrition, health, and wellness practitioner. And good morning.
Good morning. Lovely to be here.
Thank you so much for coming through.
Looking forward to this.
Okay, so I want to know exactly how this is different from all the other apps. I'm sure people have got apps where it's about meal planning, and you can just go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT, okay, this is how much I weigh now, and this is my index BMI. Yes. What do you think? And then just ChatGPT will give you like a whole list of what you should be mindful of. Tell us about this particular platform.
Good. Well, so Nestle GoodNes, and I just have to explain that the GoodNes is with one S, and it's www.nestlegoodness.com/ESAR. But it's a platform. It's not an app. A digital platform where consumers can actually begin to plan their own meals. But what makes it very different is that it will tell you how healthy that meal is. So we talk about my menu IQ, and within that you have my menu plan. So if you begin to put all the dishes together, GoodNes will tell you you need something more, or maybe you need to take something away because the energy might be too much or too little. The other benefit of this platform is that you can cook for one person or for 20. It doesn't matter. So you just tell the program you want to cook for 4 people, if you're 4 people in the family, or 5, doesn't matter, and then it will actually calculate for you what you need. So it's very different from, I think, what you will find on ChatGPT or any other recipe website, in that it's really there to also educate consumers on good eating. The other nice thing about this particular platform is that it's okay to have dessert from time to time. So it's not saying that you cannot have anything sweet or anything really very nice. If there's a festivity of some sort, someone's birthday or some celebration, you can build that into this platform and into the menu plan.
Yeah, yes. Which is quite cool then, because then, when one thinks that, you're like, oh, there goes bland, there goes sacrifice, there goes, and it's all good because ultimately your body gets used to all of that. But it's the start that is always a challenge. Okay, so you can just tell it, these are the ingredients, this is what I'm making, I want to make this, and then they can give you like just how much calories and
everything. So what's also interesting with this app, you can ask it to give you recipes, or you can tell them, I've got in the house today only carrots and maybe some maize meal and some flour and oil or whatever it is that you have in the house, and then it will actually pull from what you've got in the house. It can then pull recipes for you that you can make. And what we're trying to do is to make sure that the recipes are easy to make. We know that for most people, and not just in South Africa, I think everywhere in Africa where people are working, it's difficult at night to come home and to think, what do I cook now? And very often that leads to us eating fast foods or quick foods that are often very high in energy but very low in nutrients. And we find that people just globally are not eating enough fruits and vegetables. So with this platform, what it's doing, it's helping the people who's cooking to actually plan. And with that planning, it means that we can bring in fruits and vegetables into the diet, which is otherwise lacking quite a bit in most people's households.
Like the intention is to have fruits and vegetables ready. But when you're always on the go and you don't get around to your fruits and vegetables and then they are off, now you must throw them away. And then now you are just lazy to go restock. Oh, man. I feel like nutrients in these canned ones, I've always wondered.
They are there. So whether it's frozen or whether it's in a canned form, they are still there. And I think we sometimes misunderstand it. But if you think about frozen veggies, are the freshest veggies that the manufacturers will get, and they freeze them immediately. It's called, I think, flash freezing, but it's frozen very quickly to actually maintain those nutrients. And the same with canning. It's you preserve the vegetables in that way. But just on our website, we also have tips and tools for consumers when they do have veggies in the house and they're worried that it may go off. We give them ideas on how to preserve that. So you can also freeze it yourself. You don't have to buy the frozen version. If on a Saturday or a Sunday you have some time and you have a lot of beans and carrots, you can actually prepare it all, have it frozen, and then it's very easy to actually then use that, so you don't have to worry about the foods going off, but also you have then actually good nutrition available quickly.
That's good to know that there's still the very same nutrients that you can get when you just peel a carrot now and make it. You still have it if you freeze it for like a few days.
Yes, absolutely.
I've always wondered, even because when you think about, you buy canned fruits because just like canned vegetables rather, you want them to last, but you don't. I didn't know. I was like, but I wonder if Oh, okay. So it's good to know. But how can people then become part of the GoodNes platform?
Oh, it's very easy. They need to go to our website, which is www.nestlegoodness with one S .com/ESAR. ESAR stands for East and Southern Africa region, but that's where they will find us. And just to look out then for the ESAR bit, because there are a few other GoodNes websites across the globe. We were the third one to go live. So you may just end up in the Philippines or in the USA. So we really want you to be in Africa and in South Africa. So just look for the ESAR bit when you actually type it in. But you can also find it on Facebook as well as Instagram and TikTok. We kind of everywhere.
And just lastly, delicious meals can maybe, let's say you have like a nice dinner that you're making for friends, because I think when you are alone, you just hoy and eat, you're good. Plus your body just likes what it likes. But the point I'm trying to drive at this morning is you can have delicious, affordable and healthy meals that also don't take long,
Correct. And that's really what we're trying to do, because most people don't have a lot of time for cooking. And that's why these recipes, we really try to make it as easy as possible and as quick as possible. And very often, and what we're trying to do is that you cook once, but you eat maybe twice or thrice. So, and that's what we're trying to do, is to make it easier for people to really just eat healthy and good. Something else just to remember around this whole GoodNes platform is we've got some recipe books in there that you can just download. Easy, it's free of charge. Everything is free of charge, by the way, on the website. But you can also create your own recipe book. So if you like certain dishes or you have certain dishes, you can actually put it in there and it becomes your own recipe book that you can then use. So I think that's also quite fortunate that you could then keep everything together and you don't have to go and look for where's that recipe that I used the other day.
Okay. Thank you so much. What are the hashtags?
It is hashtag Nestle. Now she's asking me.
I think I have them here. I'm like thinking, oh no, I don't have the hashtags. Let me go up a bit. It's been a while since we went to the cookout, which was also just as amazing. I'll share the hashtags as well because I see my phone is also just.
I can give them.
Oh, nice.
It is hashtag Nestle Goodness, and the other one is hashtag GoodNes knows, and all of the GoodNes is with one S.
Yeah, I remember the one, the hashtag Goodness Knows. I know that one. All right, thank you so much for coming through. And yeah, man, I think it's one to check out, especially for people that don't have time and want to make sure that the whole house it's healthy. And especially for people that make their kiddies lunch boxes as well. You can be spontaneous, you can be colorful, you can have different options. Just go ahead and enjoy. Thank you so much to my guest this morning, Annie Marie de Bier.
Você é fluente em português? É apaixonado